Now we have closing statements, 2 minutes each, starting with Mr. Wenstrup.
Well, thank you again, and again thank the League of Women Voters, and I thank Mark for being here today, and for all of you in the audience. I think it's been good conversations. You know, we as a nation, we face some tough times, and we face tough decisions, and we have many times throughout our history. We've struggled through wars, economic downturns, divisive politics, but our nation respects freedom. We sometimes take it for granted, but we do cherish it. And our success relies on our character and our leadership and our service to one another, all with the notion that we leave the world better than we find it. In the Army, there's an acronym for leadership: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. And if we stick with those, we're fine. These are virtues not only for those who serve, but for all of us. And all of us, every one of us here, can lead in some way. And we may never see the chance to lead or do the right thing coming our way, but we do it. Think of Chesley Sullenberger, who landed that plane on the Hudson. So graciously and so courageously, but he made sure that everyone was off that plane before he got off. Mother Teresa has a poem written that's in one of her poems entitled Anyway, and it reminds us that what you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. And the good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow, but give the world the best you've got. Give it to them anyway. You do it anyway, because it's never been between you and them. It's between you and your God and your family and those that you love. You see, with all our personal efforts, though, we have been blessed in our country with divine intervention. We've seen miraculous battlefield victories, we've seen abundant harvests when we desperately need it, and we've seen natural resources come our way, like they are today, with our abundance of energy and the opportunities that exist there, not only with fossil fuels, but with renewables. God shed his grace on thee and all of us. We drive on as the history character of the United States is too great to be led down a path of irrelevance. So as we move forward, we have to choose our battles wisely. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Tyszkiewicz.
You get Mr. T works too. First of all, I mentioned earlier I was dead set against the Iraq War. I want to thank Mr. Wenstrup for his service, and that's what's great about this country. It's changed. It used to, you could be against the war, but you can still thank a veteran for their service. And they didn't always be like that. The Vietnam War, we didn't treat veterans that way. It's changed, and I hope. That's my goal, to do the same thing for Congress. You know, I want people to say, hey, I don't care whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, thank you for your service. So maybe I'm a little too optimistic. But I want to thank you for having this forum here. We call it a forum, but it's really a job interview. So here's my resume for your consideration. You know, I'm a public sector actuary, worked with elected Democrats and Republicans for 24 years. I'm a former corporate executive, own a small business with my wife. And I'm a former teacher, you know, so I'm a fiscally responsible actuary who believes in smaller government in our private lives, and I think that's where 90% of the country's at. So on November 4th, you know, please vote for Marek Tyszkiewicz. You know, just look for the T followed by a bunch of consonants. Thank you.